Hello. This time I've got my new microphone, which I'm pretty pleased with, and I've got all the parts together and they're working this time. So my first time to record this. Right. So what I've been up to this week is been quite challenging, unexpectedly so. So I've been doing this line drawing, and I took so many attempts to get it right. It's incredible. So what I've done is I've drawn this on newsprint paper. I must have tried about 6 or 7 times to get this right. And the challenge is, because the model is standing with her torso twisted slightly away from the view, but her hips are square on, it is really hard to get that pose right. So I tried a few times on newsprint paper, and then transferred that, used my glass drawing board, and light again onto the final paper. And so I started here. Now, what I did say last time was when I did the background and blended that in with my chamois, I didn't feel it worked terribly well, and I wasn't going to try that again. As it turned out, I ended up doing exactly that this time. So I lay in a background first, but what I ended up doing was quite a strong highlight on one side. So I was able to get back the sharp edge of the tone. I could use my eraser right up to the very edge of the figure, as you'll see later on, where her right hand side is in a lot of light. It's worked out quite well. I ended up doing the whole of this drawing on the glass drawing board as well, because I did the transfer. I wasn't going to move the paper again, and this time I've also used the very smooth laser printer paper. It's a heavier weight one, and I just find that works really well, especially with these Mono 100 pencils, because they're so fine particles in them. It's really smooth. So the other thing today is I just got back from the National Gallery, and that was really so inspiring. The thing I liked about that is because you can see the pictures, warts and all, so you can see the final pictures, and they're so inspiring, just so amazing, and you can get up really close to them, and you can see how they've done put some of the effects in. But what surprises me often is you stand back and you see how amazing the pictures are, and up really close you can see the techniques for things like the highlighting they put on armour, or just the smoothness. But really close up, they're not as smooth as they look from a distance. And another thing is some of the medieval section. We could see where some of the anatomy wasn't quite right, or the perspective wasn't quite in the right place, but it still ended up with an amazing picture. And so I think it's one of the things to take from that, well, I took from that anyway, was try not to give up, even when a picture's looking pretty desperate. Just see what can come, because it's so much to learn from that. And yeah, some of the great pictures in there. And even watching, we saw one of the cartoons that Leonardo da Vinci was doing. So the cartoon being the sketch before they turn that into the main picture. Was on there you can see where he tried things out quite a few times to try and get the positioning of feet and legs right, until he finally came up with a picture he's happy with. So that was all exciting, and it's just one of his sketches. It's a very large sketch, but it's just so exciting to see them. So I think that's the thing. It's inspiring because you realise that the masters sometimes make a few mistakes, and sometimes it doesn't matter, because the final picture looks really good. So back to my sketch here. So what I did put the background in a bit of tone, and when I was about a little bit further than I am now, I looked again and I thought there wasn't quite enough tone on the right hand side, so I started to build that up again, but very, very lightly at the end to try and bring that back in. It was quite difficult with these, because the hips were so wide, because the torso being twisted. It was often hard to try and get the balance of the width of the hips as they're facing you, and trying to keep the proportions for the torso. So there's a constant battle all the way through this picture. What I did enjoy doing on this picture, though, right at the end, was finally doing this. I suppose, I don't know what they'd be, like knickers or underwear on the bottom, and it's quite dark. But I was able to get my instead of putting a signature on this, I was able just to put my initials back where there's a little logo on the originals, and then blend them in. This, I think, one of the things that was hard with this picture was trying to get the darker tones in. So. Okay, well, I'm gonna move on now, and I hope you enjoyed this picture. I I'll put this on DeviantArt Redbubble as well when I'm done. Okay. Well, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.